Hey guys, Sean from the Boot Scoop channel here for the fourth video of the month. Yes, I know I'm a little late, but you know, it's been a very busy week for me. Had a lot of things going on, so unfortunately wasn't able to post it when I wanted to. But don't worry, because it's better late than never, right? So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing my fourth boot review, which is going to contain the fourth keyword to submit for the drawing here. All you have to do is just shoot me an email. I'll put the email down below, and I will go through and randomly select the winner. All you have to do is make sure that you have all four keywords. It doesn't have to be in order or anything, just all four keywords. And you have to have liked all four videos, and of course subscribe as well. Meet those three things, you will be eligible to win. I will announce the winner in the first video of the following month, as well as what they won. I will also announce that as well, so stay tuned for that. But coming up right now is my fourth review. I'm going to be reviewing a boot that is near and dear to my heart. A lot of folks like it. It's a variation of one of Red Wing's premier boots that really made the company what it is today. And the boot that I'm talking about is Mock Toe. This is a great one. This in particular is a 1907 that I'm going to be reviewing. So stay tuned for that. Coming up next on the Boot Scoop channel. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. So I'm just going to dive right into this review. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know I'm a pretty boring fella. So let's just get right into it. So the boot that I'm reviewing today, as I mentioned before, is the 1907. It is a Mock Toe out of the Heritage line for Red Wing. Retails for, I believe, $279, $280. It's really a fantastic boot. It's a copper rough and tough. It also comes in a cement rough and tough, which is okay. I think it looks okay. It's not the nicest color in my opinion, but my taste is my taste. Everyone has different tastes, you know. A lot of folks like to buy Chinese boots, so you know, those people are out there. But anyways, so three key features. There's actually quite a bit when it comes to this boot that I actually really like. There's a lot of things that make it unique compared to really any other boot out of, you know, from Red Wing. And that is the fact that it comes with two sets of laces. Here I have the leather laces that it comes with because I just think it looks really cool. It also comes with the traditional gold fabric laces that are pretty thick, so you can pick between the two. It also has, rather than just a traditional Goodyear single, you know, stitched welt, it's a dual stitch. Pretty nice. You can see it's on the welt as well as on the side of the boot, so extra rigidity, a little more durable, and really just a cool look. I mean, this just looks really cool. I think it looks fantastic. Another great feature about this boot is the fact that it doesn't come with your just regular leather insole there that you have to stand on and break in for 2 or 3 weeks while it molds to your foot. It comes also with a really nice made-to-fit leather footbed that has nice cushion on the padding on the bottom. This is a really nice addition. When you take into account that leather footbed takes a while to break in, it really does. That they include this for you. Now you don't have to use this. For me, this is a size 9.5, and it fits nice and snug. With this in there, doesn't fit. It's way too tight. So if I wanted to utilize this, I would have probably gotten a 10, and a 10 would have worked just fine for me. So whatever size you normally are in Heritage boots, or in, you know, either the 875, the 10875, or the 8-inch 877. Whatever size you wear that you fits nice and snug, I recommend probably going up a half size if you want to get this boot and utilize this footbed. Now this is also a leather footbed. This surface here is, I believe, 1 or 2 millimeters leather. It's genuine leather with the cushion on the bottom. So over time, this, like the footbed in there, will mold to your foot. It'll harden up a little bit, shape to your foot. The nice plus to this though is that it has the cushion on the back. So even though it's going to be hard here and shaped to your foot, it's still going to give you the cushion. Something that just without it obviously doesn't have. And the third feature for this boot, honestly, it's value. The value that you get for this boot compared to other Red Wings is really quite astounding. When you take into account the fact that, for example, the 10875, which is the work version of the 875, is $250, and you don't really get any of these cool features. You just get a boot. The 875, which is the Heritage line, is $269. The main difference between the 875 and the 10875 is the color, for one. The 10875 work boot is the leather color is Oro original leather, so it's more of a brown hue. The Heritage 875 is the Oro Legacy, which has a little more of a reddish hue to it. Both are very nice. I prefer the Oro Legacy myself. Also, the eyelets on the 10875 are black like this. The 875 Heritage, they're chrome. And of course, the leather or the laces on the 875 Heritage are a little bit thicker, a little better in my opinion than the work. But really, for an additional $20, is it worth it? If you're using them for work, I really don't see why it is. But the nice thing is that for $10 more compared to the 875, or even $30 more compared to the 10875, this boot comes with 2 sets of laces. Leather laces, which retail for $12 from by Red Wing, and then of course there are other regular laces, which are about, I think, $8. So you have the 2 there that are included. You also have the leather footbed, which this thing retails, I believe, for $35, $35 or $40. It's one of the two. So for an extra $30, you're really getting 2 sets of laces for free, as well as this for almost a discounted amount. And as well, you're getting the double stitching welt rather than the single stitch. And really just a pretty snazzy looking boot, in my opinion. So for what you get, you're really getting a lot of stuff for free when you consider that it's only $10 more than the 10875. Keyword is prayer. So those are really the 3 key features that stand out for this boot. A couple other things, obviously, what this boot is good for. I mean, if you're an iron worker, if you're somebody that does a lot of work, maybe even on cement, this is really a great choice. And the reason for that is because the sole, it's that crepe sole. Very famous, it's blown rubber. It's really comfortable. If you're working on rebar, it's also a great option because there's no heel. There's also no shank inside any of the mock toe or wedge boots that Red Wing makes. The 10875, any of them. Anything that has this sole, there's no shank in it. What does that mean? Well, the shank is a piece of metal or fiberglass that goes where the heel is. Prevents that part from caving in. Also giving additional support as well, especially if you do a lot of ladder climbing. This doesn't need it because it doesn't have a heel, so there's no shank, which in turn makes it more flexible. You're probably never going to find a running shoe that has a shank, because that would just be a bad idea. Because you're running, they want them to be flexible, and of course lightweight. Same thing goes for these guys. They want them to be flexible, so there's no shank, bends easier, a little less restrictive, even for a welted sole. And usually welted boots tend to be a little more rigid. That's the point. So you get the rigidity while also getting the flexibility. And the cushion from this sole is incredible. When you walk on this thing on hard surfaces, rocks, just plain old cement, it's really comfortable. It really just provides a lot of shock absorption, a lot of cushion. And if you pair it with this guy, I can only imagine how much more comfortable it is. It's going to reduce foot fatigue throughout the day. Your feet won't be as tired. You'll have a little more energy, a little more pep after your first 8 hours to still move around pretty quickly. So it's definitely an investment into yourself to purchase a boot that's comfortable, and that's also going to give you good support, because you don't want to be taxed too much by the end of your shift. You still want to have energy, obviously, because the more productive you are, the better employee you are. Now, while your other coworkers might be using shitty boots, if you're rocking a comfortable, solid boot that fits you properly, you're going to probably have a little bit better production. I don't know. That'll separate you from your other coworkers and might get you a raise or even a promotion. See? And you just thought these were boots. So, but with that being said, I've had this boot for a while. I don't like to review a boot that brand new. I don't know if you guys have noticed. All the boots that I've reviewed have all been worn. They don't look new, and there's a reason for that, because I want to know what I'm talking about. I can't just go to Sears and let me get that Craftsman boot and bring it here and stand in front of this camera and talk like I know what I'm talking about. If I've never worn the boot, if I've never put it to the test. So every boot that I own, I've put to the test. I've worn it. I've used it for work. I've used it for play. I know how it feels. I know how it responds and reacts to different situations and different environments. That's how I can give a solid, honest review on the boots that I have, and I have quite a few. So I hope that this review has helped you make a decision if you're looking into getting this boot. It's great, a great solid boot all around, a great solid mock toe by Red Wing. Retails for $280. You can order it online through their website or go down to your local Red Wing store. This is a popular boot. A lot of stores that carry Heritage will probably have this boot. I definitely recommend checking it out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Everybody remember to keep the people of Houston in your prayers. Make sure that they're safe and hopefully recovering well. Would hate to be in their situation. Also remember to pray for the fabulous folks in Florida that their storm is yet to come. Let's pray that we don't lose any people, or as minimum as possible. Obviously one is one too many. Two states that I love dearly. I love Texas and I love Florida, so I'm keeping them in my prayers. I hope you guys do the same. I know that the Red Wing Shoe Company is donating about $500,000 to the relief effort in Texas. They're also donating quite a good amount of boots. Their Injex boots they're donating, which is those gray steel toe puncture resistant water boots. They're donating a ton of those, and then once everything settles down, I know they're going to be donating a lot of other regular work boots for folks to have shoes, and also for folks to help in the cleanup process as well. So hats off to Red Wing for doing that. Great company. They have a great product that I'm sure those people in Texas can use if they don't already have them, and the people in Florida I'm sure will need to be using something like that as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great week. Take care, and God bless America.